Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am again, and women, Valentine's, you know, it's supposed to be happening, and Cáitlín was supposed to be here, Kat was supposed to be here. Maybe I got the wrong name. Maybe something happened. Maybe the train from Drumlish, maybe the train from Longford didn't arrive, but she was supposed to be here. But all I can do is say, look, I'm sorry about this, but
hello.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
late, darling.
we got her at last. This is, say your name in Irish.
Oh, Cáitlín ní Mhathúna.
Cáitlín ní Mhathúna. Kat Mahon, also known as Cáitlín. But from now on, we're going to be calling her Kat. She's going to come over to the couch over here, my dear. Come on over here, we'll have a look. Wave at the people out there that are looking at you. Come to my couch, that young lady, and sit down.
Indeed, I will indeed.
Sit down.
Oh, it's lovely and comfortable in here.
Now, for anybody that's uninitiated, that doesn't know us yet,
Yes.
Kat is your current... Are you still the Longford Rose?
I am still the Longford Rose.
She's the Longford Rose. She's just the Voice. You've just got through on the Voice.
I have just got through on the Voice, yeah, I have.
And there's a possibility that you will be representing Ireland in the Eurovision Song Contest this year.
So there's absolutely no pressure on me now whatsoever.
So you're going through life, you're going through this. What do you do?
I'm a youth worker in the Attic Youth Cafe in Longford Town.
So 1 minute you're a youth worker in the attic in Longford, and next thing it's like one of them things you shake up, isn't it?
Yes.
And you just turn it on its head and put it back.
Yeah, it is. Definitely from ever since I was selected as Longford Rose.
Tell me about that first.
Well, it was basically a friend of mine said, "Oh, do you know it's something you should go for? You'd be really good." And I was like, "Yeah, hemmed and hawed."
But what is going for it, Kat? What is that? What does that mean? What does it mean going for it?
Well, it's you're an ambassador for your county. You're representing.
Yeah, but when your heats are on in Longford.
You go for it, well, basically you meet all the girls in the Longford Arms Hotel, and
but you have to enter, don't you?
You do have to apply to it. Yeah, you do have to apply. They have online application forms. They're actually all going out soon. So if you're interested in being a Rose for your county, I highly recommend it. Yeah, so you apply, and I went for it then, and I was very lucky because I was in with 10 other really, really, really nice girls. So
from Longford? From
Longford County, yeah. So it's the whole county, not just the town. So I was very lucky.
Where was that?
I didn't expect it. I think that was back April, May. I think it was last April. I'm pretty sure. It's been a whirlwind kind of year.
Well, it's been crazy for you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. But
and where was the final of the Longford Rose?
It was in the Longford Arms Hotel.
Yes.
So that's where it took place, and then in May you went on to do your regionals in Portlaoise. So where I got to.
But was it like Miss World and all that?
Well, there was no bikinis now.
No, but we on the stage with all the other ones in the final. And, and they were saying, and the winner is.
Yes, yeah. Well, it was that scenario. Yeah, definitely.
It wasn't like Carrie though, was it? You know the film Carrie. No. It wasn't like that.
No, it wasn't at all. The girls. I know they people joke and they say the lovely girls competition, but honest to God, you will not meet nicer women than I have met on that journey. And the Cavan Rose, Laura Gallagher.
Oh, Laura!
She's an absolute hoot, and I love her to bits. But we're genuinely all still friends. We're in contact on a daily basis. So.
And Maria, who eventually.
And Maria, yeah, absolute lady, absolute lady. So. It's such an honour to meet these people. You're kind of in awe of them. So.
And when your name was read out, was it read out in Irish or English?
In English.
Kat Mahon.
Cáitlín Mahon.
Cáitlín Mahon.
Yeah.
And who was it? Was it anybody we know? Who was the...
our MC on the night was Benny O'Brien from Longford.
Oh, man, Benny.
Benny O'Brien, he's the man. He's fantastic. And he hosts the selection night every year. And it is a grand affair. You're in the Longford Arms, and, people dress up, in full-length gowns, and your families and your friends come to support you. So it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And when your name was read out, did you do the...
But it was real. I was just like... What?
You didn't swear, did you?
No, I didn't. I just said, what?
You didn't go...
No, I did not. That is not very Rose-like. But no, I was genuinely shocked. And that's, when I met all the other Roses, I really had the sense of, what am I doing here? And you really, because I wouldn't be the most confident of women now by all means. So...
come on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. The Voice, the Rose... And now the Eurovision, you're not that confident.
I'm a chancer.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You're in good company now, I tell you that.
But yeah, so it was amazing.
So what happens then?
Then you go on to regionals in Portlaoise, and you meet all the international Roses as well as the Irish Roses.
Are they a bit intimidating?
Not at all. Look, the whole experience at the beginning is like, you don't know what to expect. So you are a little bit apprehensive, but the girls and the team in the Rose of Tralee, they really put you at ease and they really look after you. So It was fantastic.
So these ones that are coming from San Francisco and places like that.
Yeah. Oh, they're a hoot. They're a hoot. Like they are just normal girls, you know. But you know, I suppose being an ambassador from where you're from, they are accomplished, you know, and they are people you would look up to, you know. So yeah, it was just amazing. So at the beginning, I was like, what am I doing here? And that's where I'm saying the confidence has come from. Is because I realise in myself now that I do have something to contribute, you know, and I was good enough, you know, and that's where that kind of kick came.
But you have got charm and personality. You've got all them things. The winning grin and the smile and the sparkly eyes. Like, ding, 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 ding. No flirting now.
No.
I only wore this because it's Valentine's Day. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve because it's Valentine's weekend.
Many of them.
Many hearts on my sleeve. Yeah, that's enough of that. But look, so then the Longford Rose,
yes.
And then what happens? You know, what happens then?
You go on.
Were you on the telly? Were you on?
No. Now, sadly, Longford didn't make it to Tralee this year,
right.
Because there's over 60 roses.
So when you get to Portlaoise,
yes,
that's the semi-finals.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, but Daithí O'Shea was there, and you know, it's as well. It's a grand affair, and we were up there for 4 days up in Portlaoise. So, and I mean, we were treated so well. We were. I said we all came back from Portlaoise going, "Oh my God, I'm actually probably half a stone heavier now." You know, you're constantly being fed.
Look, there's not a pick on you, for God's sake.
Well, no.
What?
But like, yeah, you're so well looked after, and you got to meet loads of local people down in Portlaoise as well, and so it's just fantastic to get out there. And
so that the flame that is the Rose of Tralee, you're the Longford Rose, this, that, the other, and it's just, I'm going to get all poetic now, dying embers of that. And was it The Voice or the Eurovision come along next?
Well, after that was The Voice, yeah.
Now, hold on, before we talk about The Voice, we have to find out about the singing.
Yes.
So you started...
I started, believe it or not, I've been gigging since I was about 14 or 15.
3 years.
3 years ago, I wish. Which was, let me think, that was about 13 years ago. So I did. I started, as lots of young people do, I joined a band, and we were heavy metal. We used to do Nirvana, we used to do Slayer and Korn, you know. But that was my first.
And you singing it?
And me singing, yeah. I was the singer for the band. I think we were called Demonic Sunset. Something very menacing indeed.
It's like goth-like.
Yeah. I was complete goth at the time. Yeah, completely.
With the black eyes and
eyes. I used to have those, you know, the dog collars on, and you know, we had a great time. The studded collars.
What?
And
they're all the rage again now. This 50 Shades.
I still have one at home in the wardrobe.
Enough said. Enough.
But
we'll discuss that after the interview. I want to see that. So you're a heavy metaler.
I was originally.
It'd be more than heavy metal,
wouldn't it? More than, like Slayer, yeah.
Had you a big long black coat as well?
I don't think I had the long coat. But yeah, I had the long black dresses, and yeah, I was really into my metal and alternative music early on. So music was always, you know.
But you were living in Drumlish.
I was living in Newtown Forge.
Oh, that's worse. Newtown, no, I don't mean that Newtown Forge is worse. I mean, it's quieter, isn't it?
It is quiet, yeah.
Newtown Forge is quiet. Drumlish is quiet.
Yes.
Longford Town would be a buzzy enough.
We did used to stick out, and I suppose this was before it was really that cool to be kind of, you know, you're goth like. But no, we you know, we great friends and family, and you know, our friends didn't pass a blind bit of attention on us going around with our. I had, I think, 18 piercings as well at one point.
What?
Yeah, I had my chin, I had my tongue, I had my nose done twice, and then I had all down my ears, you know, the whole way down, and I used to pierce them myself. Like I was out there. I was pretty out there, like, so.
Geraldine, could you not have had a word with this one, right?
my mother's sitting over there.
She's sitting over there, she got, oh, jeez.
Mommy used to say to me, it's mutilation.
Oh, when you tell her if you walk past a magnet.
I tell you, I never get through in the airport.
I'll tell you, you'd be beeping all the time.
But,
and what, you've got a change of heart then, and...
No.
Did you mellow out?
I probably...
You fell in love?
Oh, no, no such thing. No, I suppose when I entered the workforce then, it wasn't kind of, well, you know, I better take a few of them out.
Yeah.
But I put one or two of them in now on occasion.
But when you're gigging?
Yeah. But, you know, so I started off doing kind of heavy metal bands, and then we moved into town, basically, a group of girls and I met a girl called Laura O'Gara, who, at first, we first met each other, it was like, she's a really good singer. You know, you're both kind of intimidated and eyeing each other up. But we ended up actually forming a really close bond. And as it happens...
What's her name?
Laura O'Gara.
Laura O'Gara, if you're watching, we should have you. We shall get you on for chat.
She's one of the most amazing female singers I know, and that's an absolute fact. But we met each other then, so I'd say I was 17 or 18 at this point. And as it conspired, we both became pregnant at the same time with both of our firstborn children. Wow. So that experience, we were close before, but we really, really bonded then. And, because we were still quite young, so we were only two of our friends in our group that, had children. Yeah. So we got really close and we started singing together. And we went on to form a band called Lilac Blues, which was an original band. And, we wrote original music and
were you writing at stage? Yourself?
We were writing,
yourself and Laura.
We had Alan Taylor was playing on the guitar and Emmett O'Gara, Laura's brother, was playing on drums. But we entered the All-Ireland Talent Show then in 2008 and we got to the semi-finals with that. So that was...
You've been destined for this, haven't you?
But, I enter everything. It's like, we'll do it for a bit of crack. I never, get my high hopes on anything. Because I do feel, because of the nature of what you're doing, sometimes you're leading yourself to a bit of disappointment. But, it turned out well. We got to the semi-finals.
Semi-finals?
We had a great time. Yeah, above it.
The All-Ireland Talent Show?
Yeah.
The thing that was on the telly?
That's right, yeah.
Is it on YouTube now? Are you on YouTube?
We actually, do you know what? That was before the big kind of internet social media thing kicked off. I think Facebook was just kind of coming about when we entered that. Thank God. We were saying... I
know somebody somewhere will have it. You watch, I guarantee you.
There's an archive of it somewhere.
I get it. I'll have a look for that now. Might play it on another show. I could bribe you.
Oh, you could bribe me.
One or the other.
I think Mum has it on DVD now.
Oh, Geraldine, we'll have a word with you after, later on, right? We'll get you in for a bit more of a chat. So what happened then?
So then we eventually disbanded. We got caught up in life and
life takes over.
Life does, and I started working in the Attic Youth Cafe then in Longford, and we were both just busy, and life took over. And then... But
tell us about a bit about the job. Because people will be watching and saying, what's that sort of a job she has there?
Well, basically, I'm a youth supervisor, not a youth worker, so to speak, because I'm not qualified. Now, I actually left school early. I left school at 16 and I worked as I suppose, kind of...
Is that not the right age? That's the age I left school.
But I did. I basically got a job early and, the temptation of money was like, here, why does everybody do this school crack? At the time, now, in hindsight, I'd be like, stay in school. But at the time, I left and, and I started working. But anyway, where was I? I've lost my train of thought now.
You were saying school was shite and you left.
No, that's not what I was saying. That is especially because of my job, that is not what I'm saying. In hindsight,
right, yes, yeah.
Basically, I'm a youth worker in Longford, and the Attic Youth Cafe is a drug and alcohol-free, safe environment for kids in the community. And out of all the teenagers in the county of Longford, between the ages of 12 and 18, we interact with over half of them. So we've over 2,000 young people on our database.
2,000?
2,000, yeah. And we operate currently out of one room in the Temperance Hall in the centre of Longford.
I know it.
You do know it, yeah. It's the heart of the community, it really is. But now we've found, in the last few years, we have outgrown it. That one room isn't sufficient now for the work we're doing, because we do run alcohol and education and prevention programs, health and well-being programs. We run a drop-in service, and we run discos and festivals and stuff like that. So we've actually started fundraising for what we call the new Attic House, and we've purchased a property on the Ballymena Road in Longford. So we're actually having the first turning of the sod next Friday at 4:30, because... And I could talk forever about my job.
Keep going. No, you're all right.
But we had a Longford Strictly Goes dancing there last weekend.
Oh, I've seen this on the internet. I've seen this.
Which turned out to be a massive success. And the people of Longford, with all the 32 dancers and the committee of the Temperance Hall and the Attic Youth Cafe, we have raised 67,500
€. That is incredible amount
of money.
And that's
local money. That money is coming from your community. So that's what I do.
Well, that's a sign that it's a good thing.
It is. It's fantastic.
When the community comes out.
Oh yeah, completely. And they've supported us so well. So that's my job, and that's what I do.
And without being too much of a goody, it's keeping kids on the straight and narrow.
But it is. It's offering an alternative. Like, we'd run band nights for kids now. We haven't done one in a while, but we do. And we run the LY Factor, which basically is a talent contest for the local kids. And they're getting up and getting a real taste of, that's what I love to do. I like to mentor them and guide them and be there for them when they're about to go on stage. But it's giving them, it's basically enabling youth. We're associated with Froga as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Froga help us out in what we're doing, and we share their vision in that we're enabling youth. They're capable and they have the ideas, and we're just helping them, you know, achieve those, you know, dreams.
So it's a really worthwhile job.
Oh, it is, yeah, very much so.
But then, The Voice comes
Then
along.
The Voice, because I wasn't...
So you're sitting at home watching The Voice, you and your partner. What's the child's name?
Cáitlín.
Cáitlín. So you and, what's your partner's name?
Ben.
Ben. So you and Ben, hold on, I'll do it, you know. You're watching The Voice and you're going, I think I'll do that.
Yeah. Well, it was, yeah.
And what did he say? Oh, yeah,
You know, he'd be very...
How old's your daughter?
She's 9.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
She is. She's absolutely. And, you know, she was with me up there in the Helix.
I've seen her on the telly, and I've seen Ben on the telly as well.
You know, Mammy and Daddy, Mammy over there, the cameras there, oh God, you know, and they were nervous. But Cáitlín was, you know, she was herself. She was hopping off the walls. And she thinks...
I wonder where she gets it from.
She thinks it's completely normal, you know, and, you know, it's great. Like.
Now, Brian, we're going to look in the jib camera here now because I want to... You better say hello to her, right? Because she's going to be watching. So you just give her a wee message there now.
Oh, to Cáitlín?
Yes. Come up to me. I'm beside you. This is me here.
You should be saying hello to her. I say hello to her every day. She'll be like, oh, it's just Mammy again.
Yeah.
Hi, God.
Your dad.
Now have manners, God. How are you, Billy?
How are you,
you
Billy?
well?
Man, Billy. Go say hello to Mum because she's here. So what? You rang in, emailed, what did you do?
You do an online application for The Voice and you send in a little voice clip. And I sent in, I think, a clip of me doing Ray Charles Hit the Road Jack.
Hold on a minute. That's not an ordinary song.
No, well, it's kind of, well, it's my style now. I like a bit of blues and...
Give me a bit of that.
Come on. Do you really know?
Yeah, go on. Come on.
I'm on the spot. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more. Oh woman, don't you treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you say so.
That's right.
I have to pack my things and go. That's right, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
I'm in love. I'm in love. That was class.
Oh, Jesus.
Now what? Oh, Jesus.
You put me on the spot there, boy.
Ray Charles from Longford House.
Ray Charles is a grand gossip.
He's a grand fella, but that is so they must have heard that one. Hold on. They ring you, they email you back.
They email you back, and you go then to another kind of preliminary kind of audition stage, and then eventually
in front of.
No, just in front of their music team and the, you know, because there's such a volume, I suppose, of people who would, like, there's the misconception that you walk in off the street. That's not the case. Like, you know, you do apply, and they're, you know, because of the volume and because it's a visual thing, you know, they are shooting this. So, you know, in reality, they can only show, I suppose, so many.
Yeah.
So basically, eventually, I got to the blind stage.
Just before Christmas, Britain's Got Talent was in Cavan. Doing auditions. Yeah, there were, yeah.
No
Yeah, we covered it. And it was exactly the same thing. It was two girls from England.
Yeah.
And they just, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The people got. 30,
wow.
30 seconds, right, bye. That's it.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying to everyone afterwards, did you get through?
Yeah.
But that was only stage 1 of 10.
Yeah.
You know, and we're waiting to hear now. They said they would know by the end of February who got through in the Cavan area.
Oh, fantastic.
Did it all around the border region.
Oh, wow.
You know, but that was,
You
again.
have to let me know now.
I wasn't on it. No.
Lying.
No.
What?
I wasn't on it, not at all. I thought, well, I am that small ball pole dancer. That'll be me upside down, swinging up and down
Doing
off
the
it.
flag.
Yeah. Put yourself away, son, for God's sake. So look, the Voice rings you.
Yeah, and you say congratulations, you've made it through to the blind audition. So yeah, that's where.
And did you go?
Like I always say, I go into these things and I am a chancer. It's like, you know, I don't see it through, or I don't think it through in my head. So, you know, you kind of forget about these things. But yeah, they got a call, and I got a call, and it was come up on audition, so which was fantastic.
And you weren't, you know, go, oh God, I have to do this now.
Yeah, of course. I get really nervous, like really nervous. So I was like,
yeah, I can see it here at the moment now. Yeah, you're really nervous this evening now.
I'm at ease beside you.
Oh, well, hello.
You're putting me at ease, but yeah, no, I was nervous, and I went up then, and I did my audition.
And what did they tell you there and then, or is it?
They do. Basically, you walk into a room, and the audience are quiet. Everything is silent. It's a kind of a
like what we
teaser.
saw on the telly.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what you see on the telly. So you do feel like you've just walked into your television going, "What? Oh my God!" And you do have that moment of, "Oh God, this is it." You
Well,
know?
I turn round.
Yeah, yeah. Well, will they turn around? Absolutely. I could only see the side of Bresley's head. So.
And you don't have any association with them whatsoever.
No, none. You don't.
None whatsoever.
You don't meet
You
them.
don't see them in the corridor.
No, you don't. You do not. They're obviously snuck in the back door. Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see them prior to that, and they don't see you, and it is really the voice, So the only thing I could see was the side of Brezzy because the angle he was kind of sitting at.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just get a sense of, this weird calm kind of, I get very nervous before and I'd be anxious. But when it comes down to the crunch, you kind of just have to relax yourself and channel that kind of nervous energy into what you're doing.
Do you have a rehearsal beforehand?
You have a quick rehearsal, with the band. Yeah, exactly.
And it is a band, it's not a backing track?
Oh no, it's a band. They have a live band up there.
Fantastic.
And Derek is he's the kind of director of the band.
Yeah, they're great, aren't they?
They're very talented lads,
Jesus, some of the stuff to be playing, it's just fantastic.
Oh, they're fantastic.
So you're singing away, right? Give us your mindset now.
Oh, okay, my
Right,
mindset.
right, you're singing away here,
Singing
and you're
away.
looking at these chairs, and you're saying,
I am.
"Can I turn round, please?"
Yeah, well, I sang 3 verses of Voice and Eurovision Blues, and by the 3rd verse, and no one was turning around, I really began panicking then. I was like, "Oh no!" So I tried to, give
And
it
concentrating at the same time.
concentrating on everything, and then at the back of your head going, "God, I hope I look okay," because you're on camera.
Oh no, you look brilliant.
Did I?
Yeah, it was fabulous.
But and then at the very last minute, Rachel and Keane turned around then. So
Oh my God.
I was a lucky girl.
I went.
Yeah.
Did
You don't even take it in that they've turned around at the time.
I know. Are you frozen? Are you gone?
You're like a rabbit caught in headlights. You really are. You're just like, oh my God, But I remember at the end of the song just feeling absolute relief.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
And is it cut then? Do you get a certain length of time to pick, or is it as we see it?
There's a certain amount of editing, I suppose, because there will be some people that kind of will really, really think about it and talk to the coaches and get feedback from them. But mine, there was very little cut from it, I suppose. It fairly was how it was shown on the television, So
And you just went.
I just think, Cian, but I suppose the whole thing, because Rachel is stunning lady, by the way. My God, and Una, they're just stunning and fantastic 2 new coaches to have.
And Una's from Drumlish. She has Drumlish connections.
She's Drumlish connections in the form of Declan Ernie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I know Declan well too.
She was down in the marquee in Drumlish, I think, 1 year as well. So so she's lovely and genuinely lovely girl. But I suppose with Rachel, because I hadn't seen what she would do with previous contestants because she was new. I went with Cian.
And she wasn't as fanciful as Cian. Let's be honest. Huh? To me, she would be.
He's got lovely blue eyes, though.
You see that?
He does.
But Rachel, I think I'd have picked Rachel for.
Yeah. But see, I suppose with Rachel, I didn't even know what kind of music she liked.
Yeah.
Whereas I have a fair sense of Cian. He likes his rock, and I like rock. So, and I think from being on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, I had more of an idea of who he was.
I was going to say, don't tell me you were on that as well. Christ of Almighty, what? That'll be it. Next thing I'll see eating all sorts of. Well, anyway.
But I felt I had more of a sense of familiarity with Cian just from seeing him on that, because they're so exposed. That I really believe that what you've seen of him in the jungle was him.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I went for Cian. I think he's a nice guy.
Right, so clap, 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 clap. Well done.
Yeah.
You've got through. You come off the stage.
Yeah.
He congratulations, well done. Hug, hug, love, love. Bye, bye. See you after.
Yeah.
What happens then? You go off stage.
You go off stage and you meet with your family then afterwards, which is lovely.
So you do go straight into Catherine Thomas.
Oh, you do straight away. Yeah.
You've got somebody a PA.
Guide me the way, because you're kind of just going.
And is your head just
Come
going
on this way?
Is your head going?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's overwhelming, but they're long days. With TV,
Like anything,
it's long days and filming, and by the end of the day, you're this mix of excitement and exhausted. But
the buzz is fantastic.
You're a bit delirious, but in a very good way, in a very positive way. So, yeah.
Jesus. So what happens then?
You go on to do the battles, which will be aired in the next few
No,
weeks.
hold on. The show's over.
Yes.
Cian's picture.
Yes.
Do they say, right, come and meet your mentor?
Oh yes, but you see.
What we don't see.
What you don't see. Well, you see, I can't give away too much of what you don't see, because you will see it very soon. You will see it very soon on RTE1.
Say no more. Say no more. We do not want RTE ringing us and saying, you're not allowed to say that.
Yes.
You can't show that. get that off the thing straight away, because we'll just turn around and say no.
And Paul will get me in deep trouble.
No, well, we don't want that, so that's it. We'll just say no more about that. Yeah. Tell us about what happens next with the live battles.
Yes, well, basically they're going to be shown next. The format of the show is that each coach from the blind stages picks 14 people. So they then pair those people up on their own teams, and they have to sing a duet together. Oh. And then basically one kind of progresses from that duet and goes on towards the live shows. And each coach has the opportunity to steal twice, basically. So if they fancy somebody else on someone else's team, but they haven't been selected, they've basically 5 or 10 seconds to steal that person. So.
Well, it's all very exciting. Now, again, to avoid any legalities with you or anything like that, seriously, on a serious note, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
We'll leave the voice there now, because we know we're just going to follow your fortunes on that. And you're on the bloody Late Late Show now.
Yes.
Now, hold on a minute.
I tell you now. Yeah, complete chancer, as I said before.
Complete? No, hold on. Because now, we are allowed to talk about this now, aren't we?
We are, yes.
This is okay. This is legit,
this is allowed.
Full stop on the last one, right? So you're sitting at home again, and Paul Gurney, who I know very, very well. Did he ring you, or did you ring him?
Yeah. So basically, 2 years ago...
How does Paul Gurney get in with a goth singer? This is what I want to know.
Paul Gurney would surprise you. He's into all sorts of music, so
I know.
And he's a great man, like, you know.
I've played in a band with Paul Gurney many.
Really?
Yeah, when I was 11. He was about 22 at the time. Then he went off and was on the Late Late doing Black Biddy and stuff like that. But that's another story altogether.
Yeah.
But so he rings you.
He rang me 2 years ago, actually, at this point, and he had Charlie in the studio. Himself and Charlie Charlie McGettigan do a lot of work together. And basically, Charlie was looking for a singer to sing a song with the intention 2 years ago to kind of enter the Eurovision. And so Paul rings me, and I'm very excited. And I said, yeah, that's fantastic. And, you know, I called down, and I met Charlie, made a cup of tea, and we recorded the song, Anybody Got a Shoulder. And for whatever reason that year, I don't think Charlie put it in. So you go on about your business or whatever. So fast forward then to this year, and I had just done my blind audition with The Voice. And I got an email from Charlie saying, oh, look, I've put in that song anyway, sure, we'll see how it goes. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And again, I put things into the back of my head.
Hold on, I just have to put, you see, you're so flip. Yes, it's this, it's that. Charlie McGettigan won the Eurovision.
He did, yeah, I know.
This isn't just some ordinary Charlie. It
isn't.
Charlie McGettigan, who won the Eurovision with Paul Harrington.
Yeah. He's an amazing man.
He's an amazing man and great character and everything.
He is. But he's so down to earth.
I toured Germany with him.
No way.
Yeah, well, we went to Dusseldorf.
Been around, Paul.
That's only a rumour.
My God.
But no, that was after he won the Eurovision, himself and Paul, which was... So this Eurovision winner just happens to contact you.
But the reason I say it so flippantly is because Charlie McGettigan is one of the most down-to-earth...
He's the coolest.
He's just so cool, and he's so laid back, and, you know, there's no airs.
I've said it to Charlie McGettigan. Do you realise that you're in the same category as ABBA?
Yeah. That's a big deal.
That's the biggest you can get.
It's a really big deal, yeah, exactly.
In Eurovision history, Charlie McGettigan will be down, and Paul Harrington will be down with ABBA and the bird with the beard last year. But that's a different story altogether. But so look, then it's accepted.
Yeah.
Which again, I have to explain to the people, it's no mean feat.
No, there was
hundreds.
There was over 300, because they changed the format this year, actually, and they opened it up to the whole country and took all submissions in, you know. So,
they cut the red tape, really, was what they did. They said, right, anybody who can sing a song, send it in.
Exactly, forward them on, and we'll give them a listen. And, so basically that's what happened. And, we got shortlisted to the last 5, and Charlie gave me a call there just before I broke up for my holidays at work, and he was like, we've been shortlisted. And I was like, what? What? And that's why I feel like...
Did you do the lotto? What?
Well, I haven't done it yet now, and I'm quite tempted because...
I'm going into a syndicate with you now this evening. We're going to do it this evening.
But so that's, as it conspired, we got to the last 5, so...
Right, hold on. We're going to have a look at the song now, because we have the video here, right? So we're just going to sit back there and relax. And we'll watch the video. And we'll discuss this when we come back in a few moments.
Absolutely.
Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Romantic fool, rules are rules in love and war. You knew just what they were, but you wouldn't see. And now he's gone, wondering was in his mind, it wasn't meant to be. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? It's clearer now. How could I have missed the signs, not read between the lines? I should have known. I'll know again when thinking I am but the only one. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Was it just a game? Thought you felt the same as I did. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could? Anybody got a shoulder I could? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry?
That is fantastic.
Thank you very much. It was
That is brilliant.
Yeah. Great song.
What?
Great
Brilliant song.
Yeah, great song. And
You look fabulous here, but you look absolutely gorgeous in that.
oh, thank you.
What? That is
I
class.
said it's Jared Haughey who made the video. It's his good lighting now that
Oh no, it's not
it works for me.
You've got the charisma and the sex appeal and everything going on there. It's fantastic. Where was that made?
That was made in Paul Gurney's studio, Real Word Studios, which is I don't know his exact address, but it's on the Drumlish Road, out in Longford. So fantastic place. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, very famous throughout the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loads of famous people have been there, and it's just. But that's brilliant. How long did that take?
That took, I think, approximately 6 hours. In and around.
That's no time at all.
That is no time. As Ger was saying, because I work as well, it was like, I arrived early. I think I arrived at 9 or 10. And I was like, Ger, is it okay? Because I wouldn't know the ins and outs of making videos. And I was like, Ger, I have to be gone by about 2 or whatever. And he's like, okay.
We're making a video, yeah.
Yeah, we're making a video because I had to work, you see. I had to go to work and I had to collect my daughter from school and whatnot. But, at one point he turned around because, usually it takes about 2 days to make a music video. Yeah. But fair play to him. He got it.
6 hours?
Yeah. He's very good, like. And he was so patient with, he was so patient and, you could pop out, have a quick cup of tea and he's such a polite gentleman. He's a really lovely man.
That's Jared?
That's Ger Haughey, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's somebody else you got to thank too?
Maura Bretnock as well. She's playing fiddle on the track as well.
Oh, brilliant.
And Charlie obviously wrote it, and we have Paul Greeley from Longford as well. He's going to be playing guitar on the night on the Late Late Show, and Paul Gurney is on piano. So. And
what way does it work on the Late Late now? Is it an open vote, or is it a committee? Or?
I think it's a mix. I think it's jury, 50% jury and 50% public vote. So we do really, really need votes now. If you like the song, please do vote for it.
Right, but just do this. Come on, do this again here. Look here.
Okay.
You don't need me here now. Go on.
But,
Do your stuff.
On the 27th.
See, I'm getting a Longford accent now. Do your stuff.
Do your stuff, boy. But on the 27th, we're going to be on the Late Late Show. We're song number 2 on the Late Late Show. So if you do like the song, please do vote for us, you know.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's very, very exciting. You have a fantastic life.
I do, yeah, I do. I'm blessed now, and I truly recognise that this year I do feel a bit charmed. I do feel very lucky, you know.
Who told you that the song got through? Did Charlie ring you?
Charlie rang me himself, yeah. So
Did he
he was delighted. But he's so laid back.
Did he say, is that the Longford Rose that's on the Voice? Well, now you're going to be on the Eurovision.
Myself and Charlie are on first name turns out at this point. But like that, he's so laid back. He's like, oh yeah, we've been selected. And you've a hysterical me on the end line going, oh my God, that's brilliant. Charlie going, yeah, it's great.
Well done, yeah.
like nothing.
Oh, he's so cool. He's
so cool, like, yeah, he really is.
Jeez, that is
Great
incredible. So now, where is your head at?
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's all settled in. I suppose it's all relatively.
The Voice starts when?
The Voice. Well, the battles. You'll see the battles now.
Very, very soon.
Yeah, you'll see the battles. So, but I don't really know where my head's at. I haven't really had time to absorb it all. And this week in particular, it's been, you know, campaigning online and I suppose doing interviews with the likes of yourself, Paul, and yeah.
I've seen you on everything in media. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
At the moment.
But that's
because of all that's going on in your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's part and parcel of it, I suppose, but in a positive way, you know. And especially with the kids I work with, like, they're so excited.
Of course they are. Yeah.
They're delighted, and you know, it's fantastic.
And I'm sure everybody in Newtown Forbes and Drumlish.
The whole county are behind me.
Yeah.
Like, and I've been getting messages all week just wishing me luck, and which is fantastic. The whole county are really supporting me.
It's fantastic, and
It's amazing.
It's fantastic for this area in general.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
Well, we are absolutely delighted. I'm just thrilled for you. I can't believe there's so much going on in your life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work it out. I'm going to be sitting now, and probably in a year's time, and I'm going to say, the Oscar nominees are.
I haven't got a face with the telly.
And if your name comes up, I'm just going to go, that is madness. But hold on, we've got to do the lotto.
We do. We'll pop out to the shop now.
We'll pop out to the pub and do
this. Euro millions quickly.
Get it, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We'll aim high.
Oh, yeah.
We'll do the Irish lotto too. Yeah.
10 grand to do. I'd nearly do an appeal. To do it, sort out a few. Look, Cáitlín.
Oh, yeah.
Codge, whatever we call you, you're going to be successful anyway. I know it's mad, but what do you see after this?
Basically, you know.
Well, you're going to go on the road.
I would love to, yeah. Now, like the dream from all of this, because I do work obviously, and you know I've always worked. But I suppose the dream eventually is to just be able to sustain myself and my family. You know, pay the bills with music, you know, and I love my job to absolute pieces, but I suppose we all have a dream, you know, and where we want to go, like, so that would be my dream, like, you know, and be able to go, you know, so that.
No, you've your head in the right place here.
Yeah, you know, I haven't got dreams of fame and success. It's not. I am a family woman, you know, and the dream is just to make a good living, I suppose, you know.
Load of shite. She's a rock and roller. What? She's a rock and roller. She started off the interview telling us about dog collars and piercings, but I'm a family woman now. You're a rock and roller.
The transformation is
operation
in my heart. Yeah,
Operation Transformation. That is incredible. Well, look, before we let you go, right? We want you to again look into the Jib camera, the Seamus's camera. Tell everybody about your Facebook.
Yes.
Where they can find the video.
Yes.
The name of the video. Everything else. Everything about you.
Okay. So you can find me on Facebook. I have a like page on Facebook simply called Cáitlín Mahon. I'm on Twitter at...
Is it Cáitlín Mahon or Cat Mahon?
On my Facebook it's Cáitlín actually, because once you get a certain amount of followers you can't change it. So I had set it up a while ago.
Right.
So it is Cáitlín Mahon. You can find me on Twitter at Mahon // is that what they call it?
Underscore.
Under which?
Underscore
Mahon, all lowercase. And you can find the track on YouTube with Anybody Got a Shoulder. You can find it on Charlie McGettigan's SoundCloud under Anybody Got a Shoulder as well.
Brilliant. Well, look, I was going to say the best of luck, but you've had it all. You've had all the luck. Like,
I couldn't wish for more luck. Like, I really
it is fantastic. The best of luck in The Voice.
Thank you very much.
The best of luck in the Eurovision.
Thank you very much.
Where is the Eurovision held this year?
It's in Vienna. We could be going to Vienna yet, Paul.
It means nothing to me.
Bit
Vienna.
Of
Could be great crack, wouldn't it? But
Brilliant.
look, Kat, the best of luck.
Thanks, I need it.
Best of luck for everybody. The journey itself is incredible.
Yeah, you know, but even to get as far as the late, it was always beyond my, beyond my hopes and wishes, you know. So I'm happy. If this was it, I'd be still happy, you know.
You're there now.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Not at all. Ladies and gentlemen, Kat Mahon, and we're going to have another look at the video, just in case you didn't see it the first time round. We're going to have another look at it now. Many, many thanks.
Thank you.
Safe journey home to Drumlish.
Only a spin down the road.
Oh, it is the one. Make sure you go the right road this time.
Yeah, I know. I didn't get up here.
Don't be bothered with the shat nav. Because it's not worth a shite.
I like the old borings though, you know, they're great crack.
Yeah, see, we come from an era when it was maps, and you just... Oh, you asked somebody the way.
Yes.
That's what it was. Is this the way? It's Drumlish. Come on, outside Harbour there.
Yeah.
You're nearly there. You go past the fire station in Longford, there you are. See, I know the way, you know. Yeah. Know lots of people in Drumlish, Shanna. We'll talk about it now. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Kat Mahon.
Thank you very much. Bye, guys.
Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Romantic fool, rules are rules in love and war. You knew just what they were, but you wouldn't see. And now he's gone, wondering was in his mind, it wasn't meant to be. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? It's clearer now. How could I have missed the signs, not read between the lines? I should have known. I'll know again when thinking I am but the only one. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Was it just a game? Thought you felt the same as I did. Anybody got a shoulder I could cry? Anybody got a hand to hold? Anybody warm, I'm feeling cold? Anybody want to hear the reason why? Anybody got a shoulder I could? Anybody got a shoulder I could? Anybody got a shoulder?